Squirtle's continuing coverage of the Wheat Capital Basketball Tournament. It rolls on from Paul J. Uthier Fieldhouse in Enid. As we've got our final game of the night, this is boys semifinal action as the Perry Maroons take on the Alva Gold Bugs. Perry is 6-2 on the season. Alva 10-0, ranked number 2 in Class 3A. And this is the second matchup of these two teams this season. They met back on December 17th, and it was a win for Alva that night, 41-27. Bo Custer, the head coach at Perry. Shane Feely, the head coach at Alva. And these Alva Gold Bugs return everybody off of a team that made a great run to the state tournament, went 18-11, but made it all the way to the state tournament, beating Star Spencer and Metro Christian in the area tournament at Hennessy. Remember, we watched those ball games before they lost to Beggs 42-32 at state. But they have some expectations this year, and so far so good, as they have been unheated with a 10-0 record. Starting lineup in the ball game, first of all for Perry, Justin Vernard's a 6'2 senior, had 2 points last night in their 52-29 win over Garber. Dylan Heights, a 6-foot-tall senior, he scored 10 points last night. Caden Hall, a 6-foot-tall senior, had 12. Cade Webb, a 6'2 senior, was scoreless, and Bryson Cash, a 6'1 junior, had a team-high 16 points in the win over Garber. For Alva, Austin Reed's a 6'3 senior, scoring 9 points and a couple of rebounds a game. Had 5 points in their win over Woodward. Jackson Feely, the 6'4 senior, scoring 9 points a game, 5 rebounds and a couple of blocks, as well as a couple of steals. He had 15 points last night. Kyler Pinco, 13 points a game, couple of rebounds. He had 13 last night. He's a 6'2 junior. Braden Hofan's a 6'2 senior, scoring 7 points and 6 rebounds per contest. Scored 8 yesterday. And then Caden Slater's a 6-foot-tall senior, averaging 1 point and 3 rebounds, couple of assists. He was scoreless last night. So we are underway. It is Alva and Perry. Perry with the basketball. They win the opening tip, the home white uniforms, and right into the lane, a finish by Bryson Cash.
Well, and Cash was really big yesterday for Perry. Had a great first half and kind of started that big run that pushed them out to a big lead against Garber.
Handed Garber their first loss of the season. Out high, Austin Reed has it. Now driving to the baseline. Little fall away, comes up empty for Kyler Pinco, an empty trip for Alva. Winner takes on Kingfisher. We talked about this.
Goodness.
Oh, there's a pass into the backcourt as it looked like Cade Webb was not expecting it. And the finish on the other end by Austin Reed. Tied at 2.
Ball movement.
Gathering underneath, the shot high off the window and crawling in for Cade Webb. And that'll prompt a quick timeout for Coach Feely. We'll take a break, 6:34 to play in the first quarter. Perry leads 4-2. You're watching the Wheat Capital Tournament on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Electricity, that's what we've been about since 1936. Since then, Cimarron's mission of bringing electricity to its members has been nothing short of successful. But over the years, it's become more than that. It's about powering our neighbors' heating in the winter, keeping the lights on at the ball field, and keeping your phones charged to capture those special moments. We are proud to be part of your community. Thank you for being part of Cimarron for all of these years.
Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst back with you at Paul J. Uthier Fieldhouse. Ethan Sunken, our producer-engineer. Caden LaFortune on camera. 6.5 to play in the first quarter. Perry leading Alva 4-2. Alva basketball coming out of the timeout. Kyler Pinco has it. Finds Caden Slater right baseline. Backing down the defender. Draws contact, no whistle. And the rebound pulled down by Caden Hall for Perry. Bo Custer, the head coach. He's been at Wacomas as a head coach a few years ago. Been around the area.
It's a good job. He's done a good job with this team.
The baseline on the drive was Cade Webb, and then Jackson Feely got in his way and got set. There was contact, no whistle. The ball out of bounds goes back to Alva.
Usually you see a blocker charge there, obviously, but might have been
the whistle.
Yeah, it might have been better just a no call because she dribbled it out of bounds.
Jackson Feely, coach's son, all the way underneath, steps up under and misses. Crawls off the front of the rim, no good. Cade Webb with the board for Perry. This is one of those, as the ball deflected out of bounds, one of those old school Weed Capital tournament matchups. Two teams that are here every year, Alva and Perry. Very familiar with each other. They've already played once this year already. Big win for Alva back in December. So one thing we won't see with Blackwell no longer being here, the battle of the Maroons versus the Maroons.
Yeah, that is, the Maroon is a interesting mascot as it is, and then you've got the battle of the Maroons, and you've got the fact that they're massive rivals in all sports too as well.
And their uniforms looked exactly, I mean, it was hard to distinguish sometimes. You have to think about, okay, who's home and who's road.
Yep.
Three-pointer in the corner, Cade Webb, he's got 5. Good start for Perry, 7-2.
Well, this is just the start that Perry needs. Coming up.
10-footer in the lane, misses that time by Jackson Feely.
Coming off of that impressive performance yesterday against Garber, and it looks like they are picking up right where they left off.
Three in the corner right side, Bryson Cash. Rebound chased down by Justin Bernard, but he lost it. Back the other way comes Pinco. Banker won't go. Offensive rebound, they'll reset. Out high left, Caden Slater has it, top of the key, finding Jackson Feely. Feely wants to break down the defender. Pull up in the lane, 10-footer.
Just in and out.
Spins out. Rebound to Bryson Cash. Halfway through the first quarter, 7-2 Perry. Perry trying to hand Alva their first loss of the season. Caden Hall floats one left side to Dylan Height. Left elbow, finding Bryson Cash back out to Hall for 3. Jackson Feely into the half court, leaves it off on the left side. There's Austin Reed. Reed kicks it out high, open 3 is good. Knocking it down is Caden Slater. Only averages 1 point a game, so knocking down that triple is big for him. 7-5.
Travel.
There's a walk. Second Perry turnover. Under 3 to play now in the first quarter. 7-5. Alva down 2 at the basketball. Austin Reed. Out high to Feely. Feely with the runner, crawls in, and we're tied. Jackson Feely. A 5-0 run for Alva to even this one up at 7 with 2.5 to play in the first half. Near corner, Hayden Garfield in the ball game. He's got the ball right there to the baseline. He's cut off. Boy, no whistle. Might have been an offensive foul as Jackson Feely was pushed backwards. They're letting him play a little bit.
Yeah, I like it.
Caden Hall backs out the dribble. Right side on the wing to Dylan Height. Out to Hall. Under 2 to play, first quarter. 17-foot jumper by Bryson Cash, right behind the free throw line. And Perry back on top, 9-7.
Big answer there by Perry, and Alva tying it up. Exactly what they needed. Not a good pass.
Caromed off of the knee of Bryson Cash, and the turnover for Alva gives it back to the Maroons.
You know, when you've played a team earlier in the year and you've beat them pretty handily, it's tough that second time you're playing them, and that kind of is what we're seeing here early on with Alva. Maybe just not real crisp.
A 14-point win, 15-footer, no good for Cash. 41-27. They held Perry to 27 points that night. Perry averages 38 a game. Or take it back, Perry averages 52 a game. They give up 38 a contest.
Nice shot.
Short corner jumper rattles out. Tyler Pinco comes up empty. Alva averages 58 points a game and gives up 30 a contest. Anytime you give up 30 points or less per game on the boys' side, that's saying something.
Well, with the score at 9-7, they're both trending towards what they hold people to.
Bad pass floated to the near sideline out of bounds. 3 Perry turnovers.
And Alva does as good a job as anybody in the state in this big spread out zone that Coach Feely runs and make every pass that you're trying to make super difficult.
Jackson Feely has it right side. Back around the perimeter left side, Austin Reed, top of the key 3 by Pinco, no good. Feely with the rebound, it'll fall in, and one opportunity, Jackson Feely.
He finally got one to go, too. He's had a lot of them rattle in and out, and he gets the bonus.
And Alva has a chance to grab a lead. Fouls the first on Cade Webb, and for the first time, Alva leads in this ball game. 10-9, final 10 seconds of the first quarter. Dylan Height out high left. 5 seconds and 4. He'll try a deep three-pointer. No good. Rebound is cleared by Caden Slater. That is the end of the first quarter. Perry led almost the entire quarter, but it's Alva who takes a 1-point lead into quarter number 2. 10-9, Gold Bugs. We'll take a break. You're watching the Wheat Capital Tournament on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Eubank Haney Law Firm is proud to be a fan of high school sports. Andrew Eubank and Caleb Haney believe that clients deserve better. At the end of the day, that's how they measure true success. Their experience, confidence, and integrity ensures that your case will be handled in a reasonable, efficient manner, regardless of the legal situation you are facing. Get out of line and come to Eubank Haney Law Firm in Enid, Fairview, and Laverne. Call 580-234-4334 when winning is everything. It is the 53rd annual Wheat Capital Basketball Tournament here at Chisholm High School, one of the longest running high school basketball tournaments in the state of Oklahoma. And we are heading toward the second quarter. Alva leading Perry 10-9. And the Gold Bugs have the basketball. Tried to send one inside to Braden Hofen. Off of his hands, out of bounds. Alva turns it over for the second time in the contest. Going back and looking at the history of this tournament, last time Alva won this tournament on the boys' side, it was 2013. They won it back-to-back in 2012 and 2013. And Perry, and I'm going to go back and look a little further back. That's an offensive foul, Dylan Height. Yeah, Perry has not won this tournament since 1987 on the boys' side. They won it back-to-back in 86 and 87, so long time ago. Of course, the winner of this game will have to take on Kingfisher, who knows a whole lot about winning this tournament. So Alva with the basketball, leading by 1. Jackson Feely has it out high right. He'll shovel it off to Austin Reed. Reed in the lane, jump stop. Back out to Caden Slater. Right side, that's Austin Reed. finding Pinco. Kyler Pinco in the lane, no good. And the rebound is cleared by Dylan Height.
That was good defense there by Height.
Perry tries to grab the lead back, trailing 10-9. Attacking Cade Webb, threw it away. 4 turnovers now for Perry. Up and under off the window, the banker. Little strong for Caden Slater. And Perry gets it back. Height with a slow dribble from left to right across the floor, now between the rings to Caden Hall. Caden Hall, right side of the lane, drew the contact on the drive. Put on Hofen. It is his first. Happened on the drive and not the shot. So baseline right throw in for the Maroons. Caden Hall out high into the lane, finding Bryson Cash. Tried to dump one underneath. Two minutes into the second quarter. Neither team has scored in this first 2 minutes of quarter number 2. Dalen Malone in the ball game. He has the dribble right now out left side. Top of the key to Feely. Pull up 13-footer. Left side of the lane, no good. Malone with the rebound. They'll try it again. Reed, baseline. Nice look inside Hofen. Falling away, he scores. Braden Hofen, who had 8 points yesterday, puts Alva on top 12-9. Right elbow jumper won't go for Caden Hall. And then on the rebound, reaching in and committing the foul is Justin Vernard. Right side, Malone angling toward the left and hands it off to Feely. 12-footer in the lane is no good. Feely's fouled. Vernard picks up the foul. It's his second. Feely 1 for 1 at the stripe tonight. He has 5 points. It's been a while now since Perry has scored in this game. Last time they scored, they put him up 9-7. It's now 14-9. Alva. 5 to play in the first half. Pass nearly stolen away that time by Reed. The ball out of bounds will stay with Perry. And checking in for Perry will be Hayden Garfield and Perry Lansden. Lansden, a 6-foot-tall senior, in for the first time. Hayden Garfield, a 6'1" sophomore, played back in the first quarter. Bryson Cash, cross-court pass, now top of the key. There's an open 3. It's no good for Dylan Height. Follow shot, crawls off. Rebound to Jackson Feely. Feely's outlet pass to Austin Reed. Skip it right side to Malone. Malone in the lane, puts it up, no good. Offensive rebound for Hofen. He's tied up, and the arrow will give it back to Alva. Excuse me, back to Perry. Not a whole lot of, I'll tell you what, it's been a long day of basketball and a little lethargic.
Yeah, this game is not.
Both teams and the fans are kind of quiet here, final game of the night. You know, like you said, you do have your two teams that are familiar with each other. They played each other back in December.
Alva makes it so hard to score. Finally, Perry gets back on the board again.
And Bryson Cash, his third field goal, he has 6 points. One possession game again at 14-11. A little more than halfway through this Second quarter, 3. A little strong by Austin Reed. Follow on the other side is up and in for Caden Slater. Slater has 5 first half points. Averages just 1 point per contest, so bonus points for Caden. Steal. Back the other way, Austin Reed with the steal, swings it over to Malone. Back out high to the timeline, Jackson Feely has it. Feely saves it on the baseline off of Dylan Height, and it will stay with Alva. Kyler Pinco and Jackson Jones into the ball game for Alva. Malone will drive, pull up, 14-footer, no good. Hayden Garfield with the rebound for the Maroons. Under 3 minutes to play in the first half. Nice look inside. No finish, though, for Perry Lanston. It was too open. Pinco, right corner, finding Slater, back to Pinco. Pinco split a couple of defenders and drew the contact. Hayden Garfield will pick it up. It's his first. Cade Webb back into the contest. Feely has it right side, back down, off the window, in. Jackson Feely has 9. 18-11, the 7-point lead, the biggest of the ball game for the Bugs. Three in the corner, Hayden Garfield. Rebound is cleared by Pinco. Long outlet pass ahead to Dalen Malone. He scores. 6-0 run since Perry last scored. A 9-point lead for Alva, 20-11, and a timeout on the floor. 2:08 to play in the first half. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Wheat Capital Tournament on Scortal.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and range land, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963.
The Scortal game of the week. Games of the week on this Friday and Saturday from the Wheat Capital Tournament at Paul J. Uthier Fieldhouse on the campus of Chisholm High School. We're located about 2.5 miles north of Enid. And this is a great home game for you and I. I live about 2 miles south of here, and you live about a half mile or so, 3/4 of a mile just west of here. So we'll take the home games this week.
This is really a home game.
And good people here as well, so. And I haven't even talked about this once as Perry just turned it over again for the 6th time. After COVID robbed us of it a year ago, the Chisholm Cheese Ball is back in the hospitality room.
I noticed that. I didn't try it. Is it any good?
Oh, I love that cheese ball. I do love that cheese ball. I've had I'm getting ready to go in there in a minute 43.
You're going to get in there and
get more of it.
I need to try it.
They didn't have it last year because they had all prepackaged stuff because of COVID. COVID deprived us of the Chisholm cheese ball last year. They make like 50 of them. They just have them there constantly all weekend long. Another turnover for Perry.
It's sloppy on Perry's end.
As visions of cheese ball are dancing in my head. Posting up left side, Jackson Jones on the baseline in trouble. Off to Slater. Out high to Pinco. Kyler Pinco, nice move. They're going to go defensive foul, and free throws are coming. Count the basket for Pinco, the and one opportunity. Kyler Pinco's first basket of the contest. He averages 13 a game, had 13 yesterday.
We're calling on the floor.
Wow, on the floor, so nope, no basket. Take the points off my score sheet.
And Pinco was the star of Channel 5 last night.
Have to see what they use tonight. We haven't had, our games haven't been real compelling so far today, tonight at least. Caden Hall just picked up the foul. Took it back as Dylan Height. He picks up his second. And free throws are coming for Dalen Malone. Front end of a 1-and-1, up and in. Foul count is 7-1. Perry with 7 fouls called on them. Alva just 1. And 2 for 2 at the line. Eight straight points scored by Alva. They lead now double digits by 11. It was 10-9 Alva at the end of the first quarter.
Well, they're on a 20-4 run right now because it was 7-2 early in the game.
Yep, you're right. Oh, blocked. Great block by Jackson Jones. Pinco, right side, open 3. Malone got it. Dalen Malone has 7. It's that first triple of the night for him. All Alva right now, 25-11 as they're running Perry out of here in the second quarter. Final 13 seconds. Webb is fouled out there on the wing. It's on Malone. Dalen Malone picks up his first. Yeah, last time Perry scored, they scored to make it 14-11. It's now 25-11. So 9 straight. 7.3 seconds to play. See if Perry can get a look here. Well, free throws are coming as Dylan Height was fouled on his drive. Second foul on Hofen. Height to the line, the first of 2, crawls in. First points of the night for Dylan Height. He had 10 yesterday in their win over Garber. They jumped out 18-5 at the end of the first quarter, led 33-14 at the half. That is the end of the first half. Alva with a very, very strong second quarter run as they outscored Perry 15-2 in the second half. Take it back 15-3.
It's cheese ball time, Todd.
It is cheese ball time. 25-12 Alva. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Wheat Capital Tournament on Scordo, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Your health is our health. If you are in pain, are recovering from surgery, or have had to postpone a surgery, Physical Therapy Central is open. We take the health and safety of our patients, employees, and the community seriously. Our clinic is clean and safe so you can get the health care you need. Get back to work, back to play, and back to life faster with Physical Therapy Central. Schedule an appointment today at ptcentral.org or call 405-375-5654.
A quick recap of the first half. You see the score on your screen. Alva leads Perry 25-12. And in the first quarter, we had 3 ties and 1 lead change. Perry led the entire first quarter until the last couple of seconds. Free throws by Alva gave them a 10-9 lead at the end of the first quarter. But Alva dominated the second quarter, outscoring Perry 15-3, and they lead at half 25-12. Perry led in the first half by Bryson Cash. He has 6, Cade Webb has 5, and Dylan Height has 1. For Alva, Jackson Feely has 9, Dalen Malone has 7, Caden Slater with 5 points, Austin Reed with 2, Braden Hofen with 2 points. Halftime, Alva leads by 13, 25-12. We'll take a break. Second half coming up. We'll go back and recap the day and set the scene for tomorrow. And the second half coming up from the Weed Capital Tournament in Enid. You're watching it on Squirtle.
Finally, it's time to get that driver's license. But which option to choose? The DMV with the long lines, the not-so-pleasant desk clerk.
That's the way it has to be.
And taking off work and still not getting in.
This office is now closed.
Or go to Cowboy Driving Academy. With a relaxed atmosphere, they make it convenient for you whether it's after hours, on holidays, or even inclement weather. For details, go to cowboydriving.com. Cowboy Driving Academy. They keep you moving.
Well, isn't that nice?
In OKC, go to alertdrivingok.com. With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
At Bellarmine Company, we know agriculture. Every day we actively value, market, and sell farmland and farm equipment. We also provide comprehensive insurance products for crops, farm equipment, and farm liability. This provides us a true understanding of the rural way of life, resulting in a better service for our customers. There is a difference. We'd be honored to show you. Find out more at callbellamy.com. That is callbellamy.com.
When you're in the market for a new truck, what typically goes through your mind? Hi, it's John Johnson at Johnson's of Kingfisher. Is it make, the model, and from where? The Ram 1500s and 2500s are outstanding trucks, so it might just be the dealership you choose. At Johnson's of Kingfisher, our auto family has been providing Oklahoma families with quality trucks and great customer service for more than 90 years. Not many dealerships can say that. Come meet our family and take advantage of the great pricing on new Ram 1500s and 2500s during the Ram Power Days at Johnson's of Kingfisher.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
For generations, the FFA has been helping our children through agriculture to grow into responsible adults. We believe in and we support the work being done by our local FFA chapters and all they do to create an enriching experience for our youth. For all you do, you have our thanks. Farm Credit of Enid. Together, we grow.
Team up with Pioneer iVideo and start streaming the most popular TV shows and movies from your favorite devices today. Download the iVideo app and start watching anywhere in your home using Pioneer Internet. Each package includes free high-definition and cloud DVR features like video on demand, Restart TV, and Replay TV, just in case you forget to record a program. Visit gopioneer.com for more details and compatible devices. Some restrictions apply.
The thing with car buying nowadays is just how many options there are when it comes to where to actually get a car. Dealerships, websites, auctions, private sellers, and so on. But knowing exactly where to get your car loan makes it all much less stressful. That's where Communication Federal can help. There's a reason we're known for auto loans around here. Lots of car options and lots of places to buy, but only one choice for an auto loan. Communication Federal Credit Union.
Electricity, that's what we've been about since 1936. Since then, Cimarron's mission of bringing electricity to its members has been nothing short of successful. But over the years, it's become more than that. It's about powering our neighbors' heating in the winter, keeping the lights on at the ball field, and keeping your phones charged to capture those special moments. We are proud to be part of your community. Thank you for being part of Cimarron for all of these years.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
16 more minutes of basketball here on the second day of 3 at the 53rd Annual Wheat Capital Basketball Tournament, as the Alva Goldbugs will take a 25-12 lead into the third quarter over the Perry Maroons. Winner of this game will take on Kingfisher. The Kingfisher boys a winner earlier today as they move on to the championship game as they knocked off John Marshall 58-43. So the loser of this game will take on John Marshall in the third place game tomorrow at 5:30. Our boys' consolation game at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon is Jones and Garber. And then, of course, the first boys' game of the day at 10 o'clock. I'll take it back. It's the 11:30 game is Chisholm and Woodward. So the two Chisholm teams, the two home teams, will play the first two games of the day. The Chisholm girls will play at 10 o'clock. As we'll take on John Marshall, and Chisholm boys will play at 11:30. Let's play two more halves of basketball before we call it a day here at the Wheat Capital Tournament. Alva basketball, they had a big second quarter run to open up this 13-point lead. They led by 1 at the end of the first quarter. And Perry gets a turnover to start the action here in the third. Out high right, Dylan Height has it. Bryson Cash with 6 points to lead the way for Perry. Jackson Feely with 9, pacing the Goldbugs. And as we talked about in the first half, second matchup this season between these two teams back on December, where was that date? December 17th, Alva won 41-27 at Alva. That pass last touched by the guy who threw it, Caden Hall. Tried to put some English on it. Didn't work.
Perry starts the second half about the same way they played the entire second quarter.
Yeah.
A little sloppy.
See Shane Feely, the head coach for Alva in the background, as another turnover. That's 2 turnovers for Alva here in the third quarter.
And you mentioned it earlier, but what a story that team was last year.
Yeah.
You know, they won the, I'm pretty sure the 7th place game here last year, and end up making the state tournament. I mean, you would talk about an impressive turnaround and a lot of growth by that team.
Yeah, they got on a roll after this tournament. Shane Feely, the head coach at Alva, used to be at O'Keene back when I first moved to town.
Yep.
And then he was at Burlington. Three-pointer on the right wing. Comes up empty for Bryson Cash. Great people. He's having one of those storybook seasons with his son playing for him, Jackson.
Well, it's in his blood.
Had some fun runs back in the 13, 14 years ago, whenever it was. 12, 13, 14 years ago when he was at O'Keene. And he won that state championship. What I remember about that O'Keene team that won that state championship is they got beat in the regional tournaments.
They did.
And had to run the table through the consolation bracket. They lost on Thursday at regionals. Had to win Friday and Saturday at regionals.
That's the worst place you want to lose in the playoffs.
Then they had to win Thursday, Friday, Saturday at state or at area, and then 3 games at state to win the state championship. They earned that gold ball, those O'Keene Whippets did that year. Jackson Feely, little step back 13-footer, no good. Justin Vinard with the rebound. As we tick down to the 5-minute mark of the third quarter. One thing about these two teams, this game will finish in a hurry because they play it the right way, not a whole lot of fouls, and tend to get on a roll here if it keeps a double-digit distance between the two teams. Won't take too long to get out of here. Three-pointer misses that time by Dylan Height.
And then Height's shot looks a little rushed tonight, almost like he's, not confident in it.
We've played almost 4 minutes of the third quarter. Neither team has scored. It was 25-12 at halftime. 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. It's 25-12. Height tried to dump it underneath. Vinard gathered. Was able to save it on the baseline. Back out high to Height. Cade Webb. There's a foul that will get Cade Webb to the free throw line.
Well, and Hofen's just a step late. He's been a step late a handful of times tonight.
He'll pick up his third. Webb has 5 points, his first trip to the free throw line tonight. And it took 4 minutes and 14 seconds, but we have scoring in the third quarter.
Yes, and it's from Perry.
Yeah.
Who has struggled to score since that ball didn't even hit the rim.
Nope. So 25-13 now. Into the half court, Dalen Malone has it. Left side, Chuck Sheelight, a 5'10 senior. Bounce pass out high to Malone. Sheelight left corner. There's a three now for Weston Tucker, which is no good. The ball caroms out of bounds. Back to Perry. If you want to follow along, you can watch all the action tomorrow before we get here. The first 4 games will be on ChisholmLonghorns.tv. Little give and go right there. No finish, though. Here comes Malone. Malone will curl around and wait for teammates. That is what you would call a kickball.
It would be. Yes, that's true. If we were in the NBA, they'd be resetting the shot clock.
Yes. So we are now 5 minutes into the third quarter, and we have one free throw.
There's been a
Feely's going to go to the line. I think Dad just said, Jackson, just attack. Let's get on the scoreboard. Bryson Cash will pick up the foul. It's his first. Feely will look for double figures. He has 10 points, and now he has 9 points. Now he has 10. He's now 4 for 4 at the line tonight. Now 4 for 5. 26-13. It was a 13-point lead at halftime. It's a 13-point lead right now. And a foul on the sideline. Feely picks up his first. Ooh, underneath. Feely thought he had the block. Call the foul on it. So Feely will pick up a couple of fouls in about 5 seconds. Cade Webb will go to the free throw line. Webb with 6 points, 1 for 2 at the line. Austin Reed back into the contest for Alva. Weston Tucker will take a seat. (26-14). We still don't have a field goal in the second half. Reed into the lane, cut off into the corner, finds Malone for 3. Ooh, offensive rebound, nice job by Chuck Sheelight. Left to Malone. 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Sheelight curling into the lane, picks up his dribble. Left side, there's Austin Reed. Reed to the left elbow. Sheelight in the corner. Malone sees a bit of a lane off the window, no good. Rebound tapped around and controlled by Dylan Height for Perry. And then a whistle stops play and a foul. Dalen Malone picks up his second. Team foul number 4 in the second half. Height. Left wing finding Cade Webb. Webb cut off over there by Malone. Back out high now to Justin Vinard. Nice touch pass underneath, but the shot by Dylan Height a little short. Malone holds left wing.
Well, in this performance by Alva on the defensive end, think about them playing the second-ranked team in Class A yesterday, Perry, and Perry putting up 60-some points or whatever it was. I don't know what it ended up being, 50-some points at least, and they're going to struggle to get to 30 tonight.
Yep. Nice look underneath, and the basket is up and good by Jackson Jones, the assist to Chuck Sheelight. First field goal comes with 35 seconds to play in the third quarter. And there's an answer on the other end, Caden Hall.
An offensive explosion, yeah. Tom.
As we wrap up the third quarter. It was a pretty quick third quarter, I will say that. I mean, I can still taste the cheese ball. Final 10 seconds.
That fresh off the cheese ball still.
That's exactly right. Malone got his own rebound. 3 at the buzzer.
No.
And misses by Austin Reed. Let's go to the fourth. Alva leads Perry 28-16. You're watching the Wheat Capital Tournament on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance. Eubank Haney Law Firm is proud to be a fan of high school sports. Andrew Eubank and Caleb Haney believe that clients deserve better. At the end of the day, that's how they measure true success. Their experience, confidence, and integrity ensures that your case will be handled in a reasonable, efficient manner, regardless of the legal situation you are facing. Get out of line and come to Eubank Haney Law Firm in Enid, Fairview, and Laverne. Call 580-234-4334 when winning is everything.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and rangeland, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963.
It has been a long day at Paul J. Uthier Fieldhouse. Game number 8 of 8 on day number 2. And the Alva Gold Bugs are 8 minutes away from playing Kingfisher for the championship of the Wheat Capital Tournament tomorrow night, as they lead Perry 28-16. Let's see, we had a total of 7 points scored in that third quarter.
It's not very many, and half of them were scored in the last 20 seconds.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Need to give a shout out to one of our fine sponsors out there, Brandy Schieber of Downtown Threads. She is on her way back from Leadership, Oklahoma. Said that the Thunder game was too boring for her, so she's tuned into our game. Hopefully she's not watching and driving and just listening.
Cade Webb scores. He has 9 points, makes it 28-18. Sails that pass out of bounds. Turnover, gives it back to the Maroons.
And my brother Josh down in Edmond is watching tonight. He said the student section looks a little bare compared to normal at a Wheat Capital. And he's still complaining about the MVP award he didn't win in '94 that he said Greg Hurlbut stole from him.
Tell you what, Alva just harassing everything on the defensive end.
They are very disruptive. They have incredible length, and they run that zone really well and make it super difficult.
They'll book that foul. A nice drive to the hoop by Kyler Pinco. Caden Hall will pick it up. It's his first. Yeah, tune in to Channel 5 tonight, 10 o'clock news, sportscast. See what Squirtle highlights they show you on there tonight.
Well, there won't be any on tonight.
Oh, okay.
There will not be any on tonight. I know that for a fact. But to go ahead and tune in anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a good sportscast.
It really is. .641 to play in the ball game. You know, it's only a 10-point game, but it seems like it's about a 20-point game.
Yeah.
Just the way Alva plays, 10 points seems like about 20.
Well, what was the score the last time they played? 42-20?
42-27. 41-27, yeah, 14-point game.
Probably going to end up pretty close to that.
A very similar type game, it looks like. The foul on Kyler Pinco was his first. You take a look at what Alva does. They hold teams to 30 points a game on average, and you can see how they do it as they just control tempo and they suffocate you.
They do. Well, they defend hard for sure. Make it difficult on you.
Boy, they're not shooting very well tonight, though. They're taking the defensive effort to get to the championship game because they're having a hard time hitting shots, and now free throws are coming for Dylan Height.
I think they called it on the floor.
Oh, they did. It's on Pinco, his second.
You know, it's pretty neat with this Alva group to watch them grow. You know, a lot of these kids played at a young age on the varsity team, and see them grow up and become upperclassmen and, make it to the state tournament last year and, be a top 3 ranked team in the state now.
Boy, once again, Perry is working for any look they get.
Yeah, not a lot of space there. All shots are contested.
Keep in mind, they had 9 points at the end of the first quarter. They've scored 9 points since. Caden Hall just picked up his second foul.
And timeout from Perry.
We'll take a break and pay a bill. 5:47 to play, 28-18 Alva. You're watching the Weed Capital Tournament on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Your health is our health. If you're in pain, are recovering from surgery, or have had to postpone a surgery, Physical Therapy Central is open. We take the health and safety of our patients, employees, and the community seriously. Our clinic is clean and safe so you can get the health care you need. Get back to work, back to play, and back to life faster with Physical Therapy Central. Schedule an appointment today at ptcentral.org or call 405-375-5654.
5:47 to play in the contest. Alva leads Perry 28-18. Alva 5 minutes and 40 seconds away, or 47 seconds away from playing Kingfisher in the championship game, which is probably of all the matchups anybody around here wanted to see. That's it. Kingfisher, Alva. There's Dalen Malone, who has 9 points.
And really Perry and Jones, the other side too, as far as the girls' teams.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Perry, Jones, the defending state champions in 3A. Perry, who would like to be there this year, three-pointer. Dylan Height, his first field goal, he has 4 points.
I'll tell you one thing we're going to give Perry credit for is they win the award of top shooting shirts. So.
Do they have Squirtle on the back?
They do.
I was going to ask if somebody would like Squirtle swag, how do they get that? Like if somebody would like to buy a T-shirt or something like that, can they get that?
They can. They can reach out to me and we can arrange that. We actually have a whole Squirtle team store. We just haven't put it on the website yet.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
We have an apparel store that.
It's coming.
Yeah, it'll be out there. We do that program every year for our schools across the state and offer discounted shooting tops. And this year, with the way inventory stuff was because of COVID, we got hit up a lot more than normal. And we mentioned Downtown Threads. They were a partner that did that for us, as well as Touchdown Graphics in Pond Creek. They printed a lot of shirts this fall and this winter.
Jackson Feely, 2 for 2 at the line. He is now at 12 points. 32-21, 5 minutes to play in the ball game. I will tell you this. Do not wear the neon green Squirtle hoodie to Silver Dollar City. I was attracting bugs. Height knocks down the triple. 32-20. I had to take it off because it was the brightest thing in the ballpark, in the park.
Well, it's like you always said that there was a purpose in behind those.
Well, I know on a football Friday night, it's so I can follow my camera guy down there on the field.
That was the purpose behind him.
My camera guy was in the next town, and I could follow him.
Got an offensive explosion here the last 3 possessions.
That last foul, the third on Dylan Height. Leads to free throws, up and in.
Yeah, Pinko's been quiet tonight, too.
Yeah, that's his first points right there. He hasn't scored until right now.
Man, he has been quiet.
Yep. Averages 13 a game, at 13 last night. 1 tonight. Now 2. Timeout, we'll take it with him. 4:35 to play in the ball game. Alva by 10. It's the Weed Capital Tournament on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Finally, it's time to get that driver's license. But which option to choose? The DMV with the long lines, the not-so-pleasant desk clerk.
That's the way it has to be.
And taking off work and still not getting in.
This office is now closed.
Or go to Cowboy Driving Academy. With a relaxed atmosphere, they make it convenient for you whether it's after hours, on holidays, or even inclement weather. For details, go to cowboydriving.com. Cowboy Driving Academy. They keep you moving.
Well, isn't that nice?
In OKC, go to alertdrivingok.com. We are having fun today and tonight at the Wheat Capital Tournament, Paul J. Uthier Fieldhouse.
You gonna get some more cheese ball before you leave?
You know, they closed it down.
Oh man,
they closed it down. I got my share.
Did you?
Now tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow is another day. 4:25 to play in the ball game. There's a three-pointer. Caden Hall, no good. Alva by 10. Really seems like they're up by about 20 in this from the way it's playing out. Hofen inside. Braden Hofen. And that's no slight against Perry. That is just credit to the Alva defense. They just make it so tough. And the thing is, good defense isn't pretty. You know, that's not pretty.
It's not. Ugly's a game up, and that's what they're trying. That's their intention.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Wins games.
Good shot.
Tough shooting luck. Another tough shooting luck for Jackson Feely.
Yeah, they've had a lot of shots roll in and out tonight, too, as well.
There's one off the window and in. Dylan Height has 9, 8 here in the second half. Keeping it at 10, 36-26. Alva's going to spread the floor here a little bit. Take a good look if they get it. They got a good look right there, but Hofen misses. The ball out of bounds will stay with Alva.
Well, I think it's another cold one out there. I know our vehicles are going to be chilly when we get inside of them.
No doubt. Thunder got hammered tonight, lost by 30 to Minnesota, 135-105.
Trying to play for a draft pick, Tom.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I'm totally happy with them getting beat. I tell you what, Josh Giddey's a player.
He is a player. That was a good pick. They got some pieces.
They do.
They need to just keep losing and get more.
A couple more drafts, and I want the Clippers to keep losing too. Third foul on Feely. They've got a Clippers draft choice in the upcoming draft, so.
We got about everybody's picks, right, over the next 8 years?
Seems like it. Missed them both.
Perry had a chance to cut it into single digits there.
You're right. Under 3 minutes to play.
Alva's going to go spread here. With the kind of ball handlers they have, this is right up their alley.
Make Perry chase. The thing is, if you're Alva, you can afford to do this because on the defensive end, you make it so hard for Perry to score on the other end. You turn it over a couple of times, probably not going to hurt you too much. Bo Custer wants to call a timeout. We'll take it with him. 2 minutes and 26 seconds to play. Alva leads by 10. You're watching the Wheat Capital on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance. With over 24 flavors of iced tea, HTO is your new destination for the best premium water and iced tea in all of Oklahoma. Offering around 500 drink combinations and half-price tea during happy hour, this is your ultimate tea playground. With a location open in Ardmore and numerous locations coming soon, including the Village in South Oklahoma City, be sure to stop by HTO and experience the best tea you've ever sipped on. I could really use me some HTO
I know.
right
I was
now.
thinking the same thing.
When is that coming to Enid?
I don't know. We need to harass LJ about that.
Yes, we do. We do. Tom Nelson, Adam Dieselhorst, and the Squirtle crew. Producer, engineer Ethan Sunkin. Camera guy extraordinaire, Caden LaFortune.
Got the A team.
We are back tomorrow all day, 4 games,
Yep.
around 4 o'clock for the first game and around right now, and we're going to wrap it up.
Yeah, Feely got Charlie horsed on that last foul. He is walking around. They still call it a Charlie horse, isn't that what they used to call him?
That's kind of an old school term for it, but yeah, I don't know what else you'd call it.
Dead leg? Yeah. Or
Perry Lanston picked up the foul. And the free throw up and in. It's Caden Slater. Caden has 6 points now. Came in averaging 1 point a game, so.
Had a big 3 earlier on in the
Yes,
first
he did.
half.
That first quarter, he got off to a good start.
Rattled that one home.
38-26. I believe that they will get Kyler Pinko for his third. Get on out here tomorrow morning if you're a Chisholm fan. Chisholm girls and boys are playing the first 2 games. And then we will have championships Saturday night. Caden Hall at the free throw line. 2 points for him. So Alva trying to break pressure, and there's a reach-in foul right at the timeline. You know, they were right there near a 10 count, and they reach in and foul him. Foul is on Vinard. It's his third. Slater at the stripe. Nope. Fight for the rebound. Alva comes up with it. Slater has it again. To the baseline goes Pinko, and he's bumped and fouled. He shot it in over the back of the backboard. It won't count.
Oh, that was an impressive shot.
It was. Bryson Cash has picked up his third foul. So Pinko back to the stripe. Gets the front end of the 1-and-1. Boy, this game that was moving along so well just a few minutes ago is now dragging again.
Well, and the score is getting close to what the score was the last time they played.
You're right.
40-26. It was
41-27. 41-27, yeah. 41-27 the last time they played. 3 right side. No good for Bryson Cash, and a foul on the rebound. Caden Hall just picked up his third. We'll go shoot free throws on the other end. Yeah, Alva, who averages 58 points a game and gives up 30. Perry scores 52 a game and gives up 38. This has been a slugfest here tonight.
Well, Pinko has been dialed in from the free throw line.
Yes, he's getting his numbers at the free throw line tonight. He has now 5 points, looks for 6. No field goals for the junior, 2 for 2. We are under 2 minutes. Caden Hall can't get the 3 to go. Offensive rebound. Now the foul on Jackson Feely. That'll be 4 on him. Now I take it back. It's his 5th. I missed one. He fouls out. So he will foul out with 12 points. And he will check out with 1 minute and 40 seconds to play. And we've got a timeout. Let's go ahead and just keep this one right here real quick. We appreciate you joining us. What's our next big thing after this? Cash and tournament?
Cash and tournament, and then the
Squirtle
Festival, yeah, which is at Enid High this year. Looking forward to that. getting to go over there to their beautiful new event center.
Who are some of the teams coming into town for the Squirtle Festival off the top of your head?
Oh, man, there's a lot of them.
Put you on the
You put me on the spot. I mean,
how many games are we doing? What is it, 3 days?
So it's 3 days now. We added an additional day. So Thursday half the day, Friday all day, Saturday all day. So it's a lot.
And basically you match up teams, the girls and boys play, and it's the doubleheaders all day long.
And some of the teams that travel far distance, like Hooker that comes from a long ways, some of the others that will travel a significant distance will play 2 games. They'll play on like a Thursday, Saturday or Friday, Saturday or something like that. So stay the night in a hotel, kind of make it like it's playoffs. So. But no, we've got a good lineup this year in that festival. Majority of those schools being Squirtle schools, but, only the best are Squirtle schools, Tom.
That's exactly right. Dylan Hyde at the free throw line off the front rim, no good.
I believe both of these teams are in the festival this year.
One for 2 for Dylan. He's now in double figures with 10. 42-27. Oh, come on. They're foul in the backcourt. Dylan Height just picked up his 4th. Dalen Malone at the free throw line. I got this newfangled Apple Watch this week.
Yeah, look at you.
This is like
you're hip.
This is like Apple Watch 7. It's the newest one.
Look, Tom got him an Apple Watch.
And this is like a guy from 1985 with an Apple Watch 7.
You look comfortable in it.
Yeah, the darn thing it makes noises and just keeps tapping me on the dang wrist all day long.
Did you get that for Christmas?
No, I bought it myself. I kind of wanted to start working out, and my brother says if you get an Apple Watch, it will help you work out and help you get into shape. So you have to fill up the circle. Look at this. I'm about to fill up the movement circle there. I'll be walking around the neighborhood with the dog at 11 o'clock at night in 10-degree temperatures tonight to fill my circles up.
All right, let me roll through some of these teams in our festival. How about Perry and Riverside, Burlington and DCLA, Pioneer Ringwood, Visay Frontier, Morrison Shattuck, Cashin Alva, Chisholm Hooker, Hennessy Minko, Hooker Sealing, Garber Shattuck, Lomega Luther, and OBA Watonga.
That'll be fun. I'm playing at Enid High. I love that new gym. I've had a chance to do some PA here in the past year or so there.
And thank you, Coach Hardaway, for getting that over to us so quickly.
Kyler Pinko is trying to get the double figures for the free throw line tonight. He now has 8, all at the stripe. 44-27. There is 1 minute and 13 seconds to play.
The last 2 minutes have seemed like an eternity.
Baseline right throw in. Stick around after the game. We'll run through the scoring from this one and also give you the schedule for tomorrow. Okay, all the way to the cup. There goes Hayden Garfield. I got to be honest with you. I've got to give Coach Hardaway a lot of credit, the fact that he's tuned in.
Well, I actually text him. He's
gotcha.
They're running the Three Rivers tournament right now. So his boys won tonight, and they'll be playing in the championship game tomorrow. And if you're in the area and you've had your fix of week capital games, you could hop over and watch some Three Rivers games. I would highly suggest or recommend to go to Napoli's, too, if you're over there.
Yeah, good stuff. Quite a few nice restaurants down in that area now.
Yeah, there are.
Built over the last few years. Let's pay one more bill because I'm tired of talking. You're watching the Week Capital Tournament on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the garment, we do the rest. We will handle all the payments and cut you one check when the website is closed. Call today, 580-237-7060. Downtown Threads, proudly supporting all local high school athletes.
We still have 1:07 to play in this one. And we get a chance, my first chance to see Alva tonight. I'm impressed.
Yep.
They make anybody they play work for it. everything they get.
You want to talk about two very good defensive and fundamental teams. This might be a dunk. Oh,
Out
what
to
a
Hofen, had to track it down, and now deflected out of bounds by Hayden Garfield.
Well, and they had Hofen on a dunk there, too. That kid has had about 4 or 5 dunks this year, and he was looking forward to that.
When I was his age, I could throw it down pretty good, too.
Do you have an Apple Watch back then?
No. Back then, we just had apples. Yeah, this thing, I could do an EKG right now and check my heart rate.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
The things that technology does to us.
That was the second foul on Hayden Garfield, his second, and free throws are coming. It is 28 degrees outside right now, which is about as warm as it's been for a while.
My pool pump's going to be happy.
That is Chuck Sheelight who scored. Yeah, my daughter is now jealous because I have a better Apple Watch than she does.
How was the daughter? Did she get her a job so she could pay to go to school at OU yet?
I'm not saying anything. Couple of free throws up and in. If anybody needs a 17-year-old girl who's never worked a day in her life.
I told you to bring her up here. We let her run a camera.
46-30 the score.
Oh.
He was going for it. Free throws are going to be coming for Braden Hofen.
Oh, what's going on here?
We can get some wholesale subs in, I believe.
Well, Coach Turney is tuned in, watching. He might be in trouble. He probably needs to be watching a Washington Baptist film. Got to keep that win streak alive.
Yeah, as I say, what's 5 straight now?
5 straight.
5 straight.
Lady Rangers are rolling. The men's team is looking good this year, too, as well. They finally got a game in. They missed one over in Arkansas because of COVID, so.
Braden Hofen at the free throw line. Yeah, I saw one of those TikTok videos the other day, and never thought I'd ever see Coach Randy Turney on TikTok, but I did.
With his glasses?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a New Year's video, right?
That's what it was,
yeah.
Yes.
It surprised me, too. I'm not going to lie to you.
We are inside the final 30 seconds of this one. The lead is 18 for Alva. They will move to the finals and take on Kingfisher, as they will just dribble it out. And for Alva, they get to 11-0. So a matchup of 2 undefeated teams tomorrow in the championship. The number 1 team in Class 4A, Kingfisher. They are 9-0 now, I believe. And then Alva now 11-0, 48-30 is your final score. We'll take a break, go through the scoring on this one, and give you our schedule for tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in all evening. 48-30 your final. We'll take a break and be right back. You're watching the Game of the Week on Scortal, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Are you looking for a bank that provides excellent security and safety for your account information? Then Bank Central is made for you. When you use our website, bcna.com, you can pay bills, check account balances, download statements, and even manage your debit card. With our mobile app, you can do all that, plus make deposits as easily as taking a picture with your phone. Talk to a CSR at any of our 6 locations to find the products that work best for your banking needs. At Bank Central, we're centered on you. Member FDIC.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
This is your moment. You've got what it takes. The grit to get from first steps to finishing touches. You're here to train, to put in the hours. Because today's hard work gives you an edge. To get hired, to earn more, to fine-tune a future to be proud of. Career Tech. Get skilled, get paid.
At Bellarmine Company, we know agriculture. Every day we actively value, market, and sell farmland and farm equipment. We also provide comprehensive insurance products for crops, farm equipment, and farm liability. This provides us a true understanding of the rural way of life, resulting in a better service for our customers. There is a difference. We'd be honored to show you. Find out more at callbellamy.com. That is callbellamy.com.
When you're in the market for a new truck, what typically goes through your mind? Hi, it's John Johnson at Johnson's of Kingfisher. Is it make, the model, and from where? The Ram 1500s and 2500s are outstanding trucks, so it might just be the dealership you choose. At Johnson's of Kingfisher, our auto family has been providing Oklahoma families with quality trucks and great customer service for more than 90 years. Not many dealerships can say that. Come meet our family and take advantage of the great pricing on new Ram 1500s and 2500s during the Ram Power Days at Johnson's of Kingfisher.
Well, we are set for tomorrow at the Weed Capital Tournament as the Alva Goldbugs knock off Perry 48-30, our final game of the night, the boys semifinal. First quarter, way back then, Perry actually led most of that first quarter. Alva with a couple of free throws to grab the lead at 10-9 after one, and they dominated the second quarter, outscored Perry 15-3 and led 25-12 at the half. Led 28-16 after three, and they end up winning this one 48-30, win by 18 points. Scoring in the contest, leading the way for Perry. Dylan Height got to double figures. He had 10 points. Cade Webb with 9. Bryson Cash with 6. Hayden Garfield with 3. And Caden Hall with 2. For Alva, double figures. Jackson Feely with 12 points. Dalen Malone added 9. Kyler Pinko had 8, all at the free throw line. Caden Slater had 8 points, as did Braden Hofen. Braden Hofen had 6, excuse me. And then Austin Reed with 2, Jackson Jones with 2, and Chuck Sheelight with 1. Alva with the win is 11-0. Number 2 ranked team in Class 3A will take the number 1 team in Class 4A tomorrow in Kingfisher. Perry falls to 6-3. So let's take a look at the bracket. First of all, the girls' side. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, our girls' 7th place game is John Marshall and Chisholm. Girls' consolation at 1 o'clock is Alva and Garber. Girls' 3rd place game at 4 o'clock is Woodward and Will Rogers. And the girls' championship game at 7 is Jones and Perry. Defending state champion and Jones and Perry. That's going to be a great matchup. On the boys' side, first game of the day for the boys at 11:30 is Chisholm and Woodward for 7th place. Consolation game is Jones and Garber at 2:30. 3rd place game at 5:30 is John Marshall and Perry. And our championship game at 8:30, the number 1 team in Class 4A, Kingfisher, against the number 2 team in Class 3A in Alva. Final game of the day set for 8:30. Let's go back and recap the day really quick. We started this morning at 10:30, or 10 o'clock, excuse me. That was a win for the Alva girls over John Marshall, 69-30. Our 11:30 game was Garber over Woodward in boys action, 78-69. At 1 o'clock, the Garber girls beat Chisholm 73-39. And at 2:30, the Chisholm boys lost to Jones 82-51. That got us to semifinal Friday night. Our first girls semifinal at 4 o'clock, Jones over Woodward 47-38. First boys semifinal at 5:30, Kingfisher over John Marshall 58-43. Our 7 o'clock girls semifinal was Perry over Will Rogers 51-40. And our boys semifinal just completed. Alva beats Perry 48-30. We'll put a wrap on it. Looking forward to doing it again tomorrow. Don't forget, you can catch all the early games on ChisholmLonghorns.tv. We're going to come on with the 2 third-place games and the 2 championship games around 4 o'clock or so Those will be on Squirtle.com as well as the Squirtle app and all that. And also ChisholmLonghorns.tv, PerryMaroons.tv and all that. Kingfisher Yellowjackets.tv. It's going to be there somewhere. Just go to Squirtle.com and you'll find it. I guarantee you it'll be there. And I'm looking forward to championship Saturday night, as we'll see if Kingfisher can keep their run going or if Alva can bring home the championship. Looking forward to seeing what happens in that one. 2 dandy championship games tomorrow night. For the crew, Adam Dieselhorst, as well as Ethan Sunken and Caden LaFortune. We'll do it again tomorrow, so join us then. You've been watching the Wheat Capital Basketball Tournament on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.